Hello and a very warm welcome to today's live Karatbars presentation. It's Brian McGinty with you today. Tammy's away on holiday, so I'm filling in for her for today. It's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 5 p.m. here in the UK. So little disclaimer before I start. This presentation contains examples of earnings, and all earnings are dependent on each business partner's own effort and your own business generated. So the little agenda for today. This presentation will be about 45 minutes. It's about 15 minutes longer than the ones we normally have on here. This is because it's a business presentation. We want to give you all the information you need on Karatbars to make an informed decision on whether this business is for you or not. We can't do that in 5 minutes. So around about 45 minutes, we'll give you all the information you need. Part one is I'll talk about me personally in the company information, tell you about Karatbars. We will then go on to talk about the product range. All the different products that Karatbars sell. I will then go on to talk about Karatbars prices and the difference between spot price and retail price. Then the second part of this presentation will be about the business partner role, how you're actually paid. I'm then going to go on and show you how you can start earning today. And most importantly, at the end of this presentation, I'm going to ask you to get back to your referrer. Someone may have given you a business card, someone may have given you a leaflet, someone may have called you up and asked you to watch this presentation today or listen in on the call. At the end of this presentation, please get back to that person because you will need their affiliate link to register or their sponsor name in order to register on the site. So we'll get underway. A little bit about me. That's me in the top right there with my wife and my daughter. I live in a little place called Ballycastle in Northern Ireland. I've been with Karatbars International since 2013. That's my office. I always throw this slide in here just to let you see I am a real person and we are real people here at Karatbars International. Now the company, who I'm sure you're more interested in, are a 5-year-old private German e-commerce company. Karatbars sell 999.9 gold gift products and small weight bullion bars. There are over 250,000 customers and business partners in over 100 countries around the world. To put that in context, when I came into the business around about June 2013, there were around about 60,000 customers and business partners in 57 countries. So been fantastic growth over the past 2 years alone. The company has existing partnerships with companies such as FedEx and MasterCard, MotoGP and Real Madrid. So whenever you're thinking I need to do my due diligence in this company, think about the companies that have already done their due diligence and companies that Karatbars already works with. The purpose of Karatbars International is simply to make gold ownership available to everyone. And I will talk about a little bit more on that during the presentation. Now what Karatbars is not, and this is equally as important, it's not about investing in gold. That's the first thing people think whenever they hear about gold. It's not about investing in gold. It's not about speculating on gold prices. It's not about gold prices on the markets or anything like that. Karatbars itself is not a pyramid scheme. It's not an MLM type business. By the time you finish watching this presentation, you'll understand exactly why it's not an MLM type business either. Karatbars is also a business in a box model. What I mean by that is, once you finish watching this presentation, if you do decide this is the business for you, Karatbars will supply you with everything you need in order to get started. You don't have to go and buy anything else. You don't have to go and learn anything else. Karatbars supply everything, including website, brochures, leaflets, marketing system. Everything is supplied here for you. And most importantly, you can start earning immediately. If you want to become a business partner with Karatbars, you can start earning today and you can be paid as quickly as next Friday. A little bit about the team. The company is based in Stuttgart in Germany. I was over there last year, and that's me in the picture in the bottom right there. That's Harold Seitz to my left, who's the owner of the company. It's a privately owned company, and to his right, you have Thomas Schwarner, who's the head of internal operations. The picture in the bottom left there, that's some of the team. So if you were to lift the phone now and you were to ring the office in Germany, or if you want to go to Germany to Walhingerstraße in Stuttgart and walk into the offices, you can meet the support staff there, the IT team, and you can meet all the people who are involved in that side of the business. It's a pleasure working with them. It's a pleasure dealing with them on a day-to-day basis. And again, it's important that you see, even though a lot of people build their business online and in different companies, that you have a strong base and that the company has a strong base they're actually working from. The next important question people always ask is about the Karatbars Gold itself. Well, let's talk about that for a few minutes. So Karatbars Gold comes from an LBMA listed refinery. That means it's on a good delivery list. It's the London Bullion Market Association. And not every company that sells gold out there, not all that gold comes from LBMA listed refineries. The Karatbars logo itself is embedded into the gold during manufacture. You can see that in the picture in the bottom right and the bottom left there. The gold itself is 24 karat 999.9, which some people call currency grade. It's the type of gold that countries use to settle international debt. It's not 9 karat, it's not 18 karat, it's not 22 karat, it's 24 karat 999.9 purity. Now, the beauty of Karatbars and the genius of the product is that the gold itself is sealed into a credit card sized durable plastic card. That means people like myself and you'll find Karatbars business partners and customers all around the world have actually got Karatbars in their wallet. The product itself fits neatly into your wallet, which means you can carry it about with you and you can take it out and show it to people. The gold itself, the card itself has its own DNA security feature, which makes it fraud proof. You can see in the picture in the top right, this is actually machine readable. And all these features come together to mean that Karatbars Gold itself is completely fraud proof in terms of the card showing up under a black light, the Karatbars logo and the gold itself being sealed into the card, and the DNA security features all added in. The important thing that you need to know is that Karatbars have been delivered around the world now without issue for 5 years. So that should tell you something about the gold itself. The gold itself and Karatbars as a name itself is a mark of purity and authenticity of the gold itself. But again, this is all something you will see whenever you actually hold one of the products in your hand. Now, talking about products, there are a lot of Karatbars products. People don't realize that before they look at the company. On the top picture there, we see the 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram cards. So you don't just have to buy 1 grams. There's different sizes available. Bottom left there, we have the metal cards, which are a new addition only in the past few months. Bottom right then, we have the Karatbars coins. I always keep one of those in my wallet as well. These are a beautiful thing. If you ever get a chance to buy one, do buy one. Those are the Karatbars coins. Now, only released this week. The first images we have now of the new Karatbars cash gold. And again, this is like a paper type money, which will have 0.1 gram of pure, again, 999.9 gold within the actual paper money. So we have the cards, we have the coins, and now we're going to have the notes as well. So more information in coming weeks and months about those. Outside of that, there's an entire gift range. From top left there, you can see there's a happy birthday card. So do you know anybody that celebrates a birthday? Well, of course, everyone does. So anyone could be a customer, anyone who buys a birthday card for someone else. We have I love you cards. I love you, will you marry me? Just going to cross there from left to right. We then have a just married card and then a birth card. For example, my wife and I were having another baby daughter in October, and that's a fantastic gift, so I'll get one of those for her. But if you can think of anybody in your life who celebrates birthdays, celebrates Christmas, gifts like that, that's what Karatbars is all about, creating a unique gift for people to buy, and this creates a massive opportunity for us as business partners as well. In the center there, you can see the USA card, Bosnia-Herzegovina card. So as Karatbars grows in different countries, you will see country cards. Cards celebrating Germany winning the World Cup last year. Bottom left, we have Pope John Paul II, recently made a saint. And these are a limited edition collector's card endorsed by the Vatican. Again, another partnership there. We have the Christmas cards I just mentioned. Merci, thank you cards. We have one for the Prepper movement, which is big in the USA. Brand new ones that we've just had in the last few weeks, Ado Bolden, the Olympic 100 meters, the sprinter. We have an Ado Bolden card. We have Kosovo, Ricky Cardus and Carlos Cardus. That's the MotoGP team. Congratulations. Do you know anybody celebrating passing a driving test, maybe graduating from college? This is a new and unique gift that you can actually buy those people. We have one for the 4th of July, which was celebrated a few weeks ago, as you know. More I love you cards, Christmas cards, Croatia. So as Karatbars grows around the world and grows into different countries, you're going to see different sports clubs, you're going to see different countries getting involved, and you're going to see those on Karatbars cards. Now, if none of those cards suit you, of course, you can actually get your own card designed, and this is in the branding cards section in the site. On the top there, you can see a lot of cars, and this is because whenever garages sell cards, they often sell the car. That person may want to come back for servicing, so the salesperson gives the purchaser a business card. But as we know, over 80% of business cards get thrown in the bin. Now let's imagine that garage owner sells the car and gives them a business card that has 1 gram of currency grade gold in the center. Are they going to throw that business card in the bin? I don't think so. So this is a fantastic idea from a corporate point of view, and it means that whenever someone gets a Karatbars business card, that is one business card they never throw away. So you can let your mind run wild with that. You have property companies, car companies, suits, and simply as a marketing idea, there are so many different ways that we can actually take this and grow this in various different countries around the world. As I said, there's already existing partnerships, such as the Voices of Africa charity card. If you buy one of those, then a donation is made to that particular charity in Tanzania, where my wife used to work, actually. And then we have the Ricky Curtis MotoGP team. And if you look carefully at that picture on the right of the motorbike, you will see the Karatbars logo on the fern of that motorbike. That's because Karatbars actually sponsored that MotoGP team. They were in Germany last year again. Top right there, we have Martina Slabakova, who's the Olympic gold medalist speed skater. We have cards at the bottom celebrating various sporting achievements of Guy Lafleur and Bobby Hull. Bottom center, we have the Karatbars MasterCard. You don't get a partnership with MasterCard unless you're a legitimate company, I can tell you. Karatbars pay us on the Karatbars MasterCard every single Friday. We have then FedEx, who do all the deliveries. You can see the FedEx envelope there. So if you decide to make a purchase with Karatbars today, whether that be one of the marketing packages, which I'll talk about, or some gold even, all deliveries are carried out by FedEx insured courier all around the world. And bottom left there, you can see Harold and his Real Madrid tracksuit, and that's a recent partnership that's only come out in the past month or so, and more details of that are going to follow. So as I said in the beginning, if you're here watching this presentation to do your due diligence, then just think about all these companies and organizations and people who have their own lawyers and who have done their due diligence over the years in Karatbars International and have decided yet to go ahead, and this is the company they wanted to work with. Now, what can you do with your Karatbars later? Let's imagine you do decide to buy some Karatbars. What do you do with them? Well, you can sell your gold back to Karatbars, because Karatbars do offer a buyback system. Not all companies who sell gold do. If you take a look at the Karatbars buyback price as well and compare that with other buyback prices of other companies, you'll see that the price Karatbars offer is very favorable in comparison with them. Lots of people always look at the sale price and they don't ever look at the buyback price that the companies are actually offering. You can sell your gold privately. It is yours. It's private issue gold. You can sell, for example, I was at a wedding and there was two men fighting over one gram Karatbar that I had in my wallet because they wanted to give it to their wife. You can also in the future use them in exchange centres, and you'll see the picture on the right there. If a shop in the high street, for example, sells shoes or sells cameras, well, they in the future will be able to accept Karatbars in exchange for the camera or the pair of shoes. So this is the future of the company. The company is only 5 years into a 10-year plan. So you'll expect to see more and more exchange centres opening up around the world in countries such as Spain and the US in the coming years. So keep an eye on the site for more information on the exchange centres going forward as well. Now, most importantly, if you're a customer or if you're going to bring customers into this business, this is the most important points that you need to know. Free registration for all customers at karatbars.com. So any customer can register now at karatbars.com completely for free. They don't need to take out their credit card or debit card or anything like that. They can buy directly on the website. There's no minimum orders. This is not like an MLM company that force customers into buying things they don't want every month. There are no minimum orders. Your customer might register today and do nothing until 2018 and buy one Christmas card. Well, that's absolutely fine. There are no subscription charges, no weekly, monthly, or yearly fees of any description. There are easy payment options. The customer can use their credit card, their debit card, American Express, Visa, MasterCard, or if they wish, they can choose to pay by bank transfer. There's an auto purchase facility. If somebody wants to set up a savings account and buy some gold every week or every month, there's an auto purchase facility there for them to do that, so they don't have to remember to go in and do it every month. There's a gold buyback facility, as I mentioned. All gold is delivered by FedEx, so you don't have to worry about your customers not getting their gold or going missing. The delivery cost is €13.50 inside Europe and €18.50 outside Europe. So it doesn't matter if you order 1 gram or 50 grams, it's going to be $13.50 inside Europe, $18.50 outside Europe. That works out about $19, $50, $20. What most customers do, what I do personally, is I wait until I have 20 or 30 grams in storage, and then I'll ask for a delivery because it makes more sense to do that. And Karatbars also offer you free storage. Again, a lot of gold companies out there do not offer free storage. The very important thing as well, a lot of people don't realize, is that Karatbars you'll not have any sales calls. Your customers won't be getting hassled by Karatbars. They're not going to get emails trying to sell them things, and they're not going to get any pressure from the company whatsoever. And that's very important. I registered with another gold company, in the Netherlands, just to get a look at their website, and I was tortured for 2 weeks with this person ringing me up trying to sell me ounces and kilos of gold that I didn't want. So that's one plus for Karatbars International. There'll be no sales calls, emails, or pressure from the company. So all in all, if you do decide to become a business partner, or if you're just watching this and want to be a customer, this company is completely hassle-free shopping. You can just go to the website anytime you wish, buy whatever you wish, whenever you wish. So there's no logical reason not to register as a free customer. There's no logical reason for anyone not to register as a free customer, because you can log in, take a look at all the products, and maybe there's nothing there that suits you today. Maybe there will be next week. Now, what would you rather have? This might sound like a daft question, but I ask it a lot of the time. And what would you rather have? Would you rather have gold, or would you rather have money? You'll be surprised at the amount of people will say to you, well, I'd rather have money because I can't do anything with gold. I'd rather have money because I can spend money, and what would I do with gold? Well, let's take a little look at what money is. Money, this is the definition, by the way. Money is an exchange for your labor, your time, and your effort. So let's imagine you go and work at McDonald's for a week and they give you $1,000. That $1,000 is in exchange for you getting out of bed and doing your labor, making your burgers. It's for your time and it's for your effort. That $1,000 again is a medium of exchange for goods and services. You need to be able to use that money to go and pay your rent and buy your own food and buy your clothes and do things like that. Money must be portable. This is why we don't use barrels of oil as money, for example, because you'd have to carry them around on your back. It must be something that can fit in your wallet. Money must also be divisible. You must be able to divide that $1,000 you get down into 500s or 10s or 20s, depending on what you need it for. Money must always be long-lasting. The dollar is somewhat long-lasting, not long-lasting as coins, but paper notes are somewhat long-lasting. Now, this is the sticking point, but we'll talk a little bit more about it in a second. It must have value in itself, and this has always been the definition of money, that it has value in itself. Now, we know that paper money doesn't, but we'll come to that in a second. Money must also be something called fungible. That means $1,000 in my wallet has to be worth the same as $1,000 in your wallet as well. It must buy you the same things, and no matter where you are. This is why gold and silver has always been money. This is why, not for decades or hundreds of years, it's for thousands of years, gold and silver have been the ideal and only form of money. And the little picture there you can see from Roman times right up to the British Empire and gold sovereigns, it has always been silver and gold has been the money. But you'll see there in the 20th century, we've changed that and we've gone to paper money, which technically doesn't fall into the definition of real money because it doesn't have value in itself, it's only paper. But let's take a look at how that happened. Well, basically dollars replaced gold and silver. So the first dollars that came out, you can see on the picture, if you can read under where it says $20, in gold coin payable to the bearer on demand. That means that the 20 gold coin is in the vault in the bank. This was the idea. This was the fantastic idea in the beginning. They would keep the gold in the vault and they would give you the piece of paper. But like an IOU, here's your IOU. If you ever need to come back and get your gold coin, it'll be here in the vault. I liken the example of putting your shirt in the dry cleaners. You put your shirt in the dry cleaners, the value is in the shirt. It's not on the piece of paper they give you to come back and reclaim it. But this is how money started. Money was anchored to gold and the gold was in the vault. Now let's take a look at what happened in reality. The fiat currency or paper money system started in 1913 when the Federal Reserve was created, and immediately the value of the paper money started dropping and dropping and dropping. In 1933, Franklin D. Roosevelt's executive order made it illegal then for anyone to hold gold coin, bullion, or certificates, so you had to put it into the bank. Then in 1944, Bretton Woods, because of the Second World War, established the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. That's because all the gold was shipped from Europe to the US in exchange for the paper money, which then went all around the world. Now up to 1971, which is where everything changed. Nixon closed the gold window or the gold standard. That basically meant that the US government, and this happened in other countries as well, were allowed to print more dollars than there was gold in the vault. And this is the whole thing that we need to learn about gold and need to learn about paper money, is that more paper has been printed than there has been gold in the vault. So the dollar and the euro and the pound is not linked or anchored to anything. And we can see right up to 2013 there, the dollar has lost up to 95% of its buying power. Now, it's a global problem, not picking on the US by any stretch of the imagination. The same thing's happening in the UK. We can see there's $100 billion notes in Africa. Inflation is so high. We know exactly what's going on in Greece at the moment. The banks have been closed. Greece are in a terrible situation because of this. And currency wars then, again, between China. China's trying to bring out this new reserve bank, and other countries are signing up to it, which is making the position of the dollar very, very precarious. Now, to bring it down to a local level, how do you see it in your own lives? Well, 1998, $20 might have bought you a trolley's worth of shopping. By 2005, it was half a trolley of shopping. And now, 2013 to 2015, that $20 might just buy you a chicken and a bag of rice. We know, for example, in the UK, that since 2002 till today, £1 has lost 60% of its buying power. And this is through something called inflation. And inflation is like a silent tax, silently robbing you of your purchasing power since 1913. So the longer you stand there on the sidewalk or on the footpath with a $20 note in your hand, the less you're going to be able to buy with it. Now, if you think about the exchange for your time and labor, you're not getting the same value whenever you go to spend it as you were whenever you earned it. Another example of this is comparing gold and paper money again. In 1932, $100,000 of gold, if you kept that $100,000 worth of gold now and changed it into today's money, it would buy you $4.4 million worth of goods. And if you had $100,000 of cash in 1932 and you held on to that today, it would only buy you $2,000 worth of goods today. Another thing we hear a lot of, and people say this to me all the time, that, but sure, isn't gold going down in price? Well, apart from a spike a couple of years ago, which many of us believe was engineered, let's take a look at the end of year price per ounce going back over history. 1805, it was $19 an ounce. 1905, $20. 1945, $37. 1975, $139. 1995, it was $387 an ounce. 2005, it was $513 an ounce. And in 2015, it's $1,179 an ounce. So over a period of 10 years or 20 years or 30 years, at what point in history has the value of gold actually gone down? And this is simply to do with supply and demand. All the gold in all the world could fit comfortably into a cube underneath the Eiffel Tower. That's the reality of gold going down in price. The fact is that historically it has not. Another real life example that you can use if you want to really get it clear in your head why gold is better to own than paper money. 40 years ago, 1 gram of gold, if you had 1 gram of gold in your hand, it would buy you 5 loaves of bread. Now today, that 1 gram of gold will buy you 20 loaves of bread. That same gram of gold, if you changed it into money today, would buy you 20 loaves of bread. 40 years ago, $1 would have bought you 4 loaves. Today, $1 wouldn't even buy you 1 loaf. It would buy you less than half a loaf of bread. So, and again, what would you do if the internet went off tomorrow? What you do if the ATM stops working, like happened in Greece? What if the banks closed the doors, which has happened now in Cyprus and in Greece? What would you do if the value of your money crashed, which is happening in various different countries around the world? And what would you do if there's hyperinflation? And it is happening in different parts of the world already. On a lighter note, did you know that the UK and USA pilots carry gold sovereigns in their flight suits in case they're ever shot down anywhere around the world? Why is that? Well, they don't carry pounds, they don't carry euros, and they don't carry dollars. This is because gold is recognized as an acceptable currency all around the world in all countries around the world. So, what would you rather have again? We'll ask you that question again. What would you rather have? Would you rather have gold or would you rather have paper money in your pocket? Would you rather be paid in gold or would you rather be paid in paper money? So, what do we know so far? We know now that gold is true money. Hope that hasn't been too much information too quickly for you. Paper and fiat currency was invented as a gold-backed substitute. And we now know, and we know in our daily lives, we know by looking around us that that experiment hasn't worked. So, this comes to the issue. Why don't we all just run out and buy gold? Why don't we all know about gold? Well, we're not educated in gold at school, which is the first thing. The second thing, and more important reason, is how gold has been packaged. 1 kilo of gold today, and you can see that picture on the right of that man's hand, is $39,000. That's 36,000 euros. 1 ounce of gold today is around about $1,200, which is around about 1,100 euros. That's only affordable to the 1%. And even if you had $1,200 in your pocket today, would you know where to go out and buy gold? Would you know where to buy it from an LBMA refinery? And who would you trust to go and buy that gold for you if you weren't going to buy it yourself? This is why gold is only affordable to the 1%. People like Robert Kiyosaki, you've got Donald Trump, and all these people, they all recommend that we hold 15 to 25% of our assets in gold, yet in all, gold is unattainable to 99% of the population. But this is where Karatbars has come in with the solution. Karatbars is making gold available to the 99%. That's you and me, it's my auntie, my cousins, people I know at work. Karatbars is making gold available to the 99% in over 100 countries. And how Karatbars are doing that is in the 0.1 gram, which is the cash gold, which is coming soon. Already you have the 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram weights in the cards there, and you have the coins as well. There are no minimum purchases, no subscriptions, free storage, automatic weekly and monthly saving options. Now, what a lot of people will say to you whenever you're talking about gold, if you do ever mention gold to them, is they will say, I can buy X amount of gold for X price. Well, what they really mean is that, number one, normally is they looked it up on Google and they've looked up spot price. If they had the money they could buy, or someone told me the price was. This is an important thing if you're ever talking to people about Karatbars International and talking about gold. People don't understand gold, and people look up Google and they find prices and things on Google and they don't realize that spot price is something different from retail price. So let me talk about that for a little second, because it's something, if you do become a business partner, you're going to deal with on a regular basis. Spot price of gold today, for example, is around about $37 per gram. That is the market price. That is the price that gold is traded on in the markets. Most gold traded on the markets doesn't exist. It has never existed. It has never been mined out of the ground. That is because traders use a fractional reserve system, meaning if they have 1 bar of gold in the vault, they're allowed to trade more than that. They're allowed to trade 2, 3, 4 bars. It's not about ownership. It's not about owning your own gold, and it's for speculators. It's for people who want to trade on the markets when prices going up and down. What we need to think about is retail price. And whenever you're talking to people about Karatbars or gold ownership, we're talking about retail price, not spot price. The retail price is the price you will buy a gram of gold from a dealer at, the price you will buy a gram of gold from an online website, an online dealer. And on eBay, for example, you will not buy a gram of gold, LBMA gold, for less than $50 from anyone. It's about taking possession. It's about owning private issue gold in your own home. If that internet does go off, it's about having it in your own home, in your own possession, that you can do what you want with it. Now, it's also important, if you are looking at retail price, that you're buying 999.9 LBMA certified gold. You should check that it has a hologram. Check if the company has free storage. Check if the company has insured delivery. Check if they have a buyback facility, a solid trading history. Do they have the company logo embedded in the gold during manufacture? And do they have DNA machine readable DNA security? Now, the reason I'm saying all those things is that's all the features that Karatbars International have. And that's the peace of mind that you're getting whenever you buy from this company. So let's look at Karatbars prices in more detail. A 1 gram carat today will cost €55. So the price per gram there is obviously €55. If you are buying, you'll see a preferred price on the site. That is with a 3% discount code. And whenever you're finished watching this presentation, get back to the person who sent you here, because they'll probably have one of those 3% discount codes to give you. That brings the price down to $53.35 per gram. Now, you can also, if you're buying the gold through your wife's account or a spouse's account or your daughter's account or something like that, you can earn up to 6% commission. Now, if you earn 6% commission on your sales, that can bring the price of 1 gram down to €50.14 per gram. A 2.5 gram carat today costs €126. Price per gram is €50.04 immediately. Using your 3% discount code brings the price down to $43.53. And if you factor in commissions, if you want to do it that way, you can get the price per gram down to $45.61. Now, a 5 gram carat today, straight off the website, is $234. That means the price per gram is immediately $46.80. If you use that 3% discount code, and you can use that for 12 months, by the way, that 3% discount code, enter that, you're getting the gold for $45.40 per gram today, straight off the website. If you factor in the 6%, if you want to do it that way, you can get your price per gram down to €42.67. So it's €42.67 per gram, not 55 per gram. That's $46.35 in dollars, or £30.63 per gram. So the next time someone says to you, or if you're thinking Karatbars is expensive, please remember to say to the people, please take a look at the website. Just like anything, if you buy more of it, you get it at a lower price. There are many websites out there that advertise a price per gram at, say, €45 per gram. But once you get through the website, you have to buy €250 worth, or you have to buy 10 grams. There's always subplots and stipulations and things on the websites once you get further into them. What you know from Karatbars is you can go today without any subscriptions, fees, or charges, without any minimum orders. You can buy a 5 gram card today with a 3% discount code, and that will cost $45.40 per gram. Okay, so something just to be clear of if you're ever talking to customers, or if you're thinking about becoming a customer yourself, If you want to get the best per gram price, you can buy the 5 grams, which will give you that lower price. So a little recap, Karatbars is a legitimate 5-year successful company. We know it's better to own gold than paper money. We know it's a product that's known in every country in the world, and Karatbars like-for-like prices are unbeatable on the product we actually sell. Now, our job is to go out and tell the world that gold ownership is now an option for them. That's my mission and the mission of everyone that I work with. And we can now tell them why through presentations like this. It's a massive market and it's a massive opportunity for you to build a business. So now I'm going to talk about becoming an affiliate with the company and how you can become a business partner. So there's 2 ways you can start. The good news is there's a free way, so you can actually register for free, get that affiliate link and register at the end of this presentation. There's no logical reason not to. And to do that, you'll end up in the uni-level system. That means you'll get a replicated website. You can start promoting that website. There's no purchases necessary either for you to earn anything. All the gold that's sold by your customer or bought by your customers, you will earn a monthly commission, and that commission will be paid onto your company MasterCard on the 1st of every month. Now, you can choose to opt into the Jewel team. This is completely optional. To opt into the Jewel team, you simply need to buy a marketing package, which is a bronze, silver, gold, or VIP business package. And the difference with the Jewel team is that you earn weekly commissions. So let me talk a little bit more about the Jewel team. To join the Jewel team, you purchase the marketing package. This is a package that's delivered to your home with your brochures, discount cards, everything in it, gold inside it as well. And to buy it, you just need to use your credit, debit card, or use bank transfer. Now, the most important thing, I keep saying this is not like an MLM company, and that's because this is a one-off cost. You only have to pay once. There's no monthly fees, yearly fees, subscriptions, or charges, or targets, or anything like that, okay? You can also upgrade at any time by paying the difference between one package and another. So let's look at the different packages. The bronze package is €99, which is $106. The silver package is $309. We'll just do this in dollars for easiness sake. The gold package is $692, and the VIP package is $1,758. Now, if you go to the website and the prices are a little bit different, that's because there's gold included in the silver, gold, and VIP package, and the prices do move up and down with the price of gold. Now, what's also important is, obviously, the bronze package is $106, so that's not out of the way or not easily affordable for most people, and it's a one-off payment to start your own business. If you started on the bronze, you would also earn 5% commission on any personal package sales. That's other people that you bring into the business. Again, Karatbars will reward you for telling other people about the business. Karatbars wants to grow the business partner network around the world, and your reward for doing that is 5% commission. If you decide you want to buy a gold package today, you pay $1,692. You would earn 15% commission. As a VIP package member, you would earn 20% commission. So let's imagine, like myself, you think, I'm going to buy a VIP package today. You now know you're earning 20% commission. If you talk to a friend or a colleague or a neighbor, and they think, I'm going to start promoting Karatbars as well, and they buy a VIP package, you would earn 20% of 1,628, which is about €350 commission, okay? So a fantastic commission, and that's a one-off payment to you for helping grow the Karatbars business and grow the Karatbars business network around the world. And again, you can read about all these packages once you've registered within the website. Packages, as I said, are delivered to your home by FedEx. From the silver package up, you'll get some Karatbars in your hand. Once you have a Karatbar in your hand, you will realize the power of this product. You'll also have brochures included in the packages. The packages come with their own security seals. You have discount cards, bonus cards, leaflets, information on the key exchange centers. So there's lots within the pack as well. And you'll need these in order to grow your business effectively when you're out talking to people. Over and above that, we have extra marketing materials. There's pull-up banners. These are extra. You pay extra for these. Pull-up banners, watches, t-shirts, polo shirts. You can order extra leaflets. All of these products are available to buy. Just go into the product purchase section of the website and scroll down, and you can see all the advertising materials there. This is because lots of people choose to build their business completely offline because the power of the product is actually putting a Karatbar into someone's hand. Now, how do you earn with this dual system that you've entered? Well, let's take a little look at the diagram on the right. In the dual team, you build a left team and you build a right team. Now, if you're looking at this business for the first time, please don't confuse this with a binary type system that you may see in MLMs. The only thing that's similar is the fact that you have a left team and a right team. So let me explain. On the diagram, you have you at the top, and you'll see there it says one cycle is 50 units in one team and 25 in the other. So let me show you how that works. Along the bottom of the screen, you can see where it says Karatbars and units. And there you can see silver is 20, gold is 50, VIP is 100, 1 gram of gold is 1. So let's look at the diagram of the people again. The man on the left, let's imagine he buys 25 grams of gold. Well, what that means is you would get 25 units in your left team. Let's imagine one of the ladies on the right buys a gold marketing package. You would get your commissions, obviously, but you would also have 50 units. So you'd now have 25 units in your left team. You'd now have 50 units in your right team, and that means you get 1 cycle. So let's look at the weekly payout chart. If you're a bronze package member, you would now get 10 euros bonus, and that 10 euros would be paid to you next Friday. If you're a silver package member, you would get 40 for that event happening. Gold could give you 60, and a VIP package member would give, if you're a VIP package member, you would get 80 euros. So, for example, today I had someone somewhere in my left team was buying some gold, and someone on the right team was buying a package. That created a cycle. 80 euros has gone into my back office, and that will be paid to me next Friday. Now, the massively exciting thing about this is that you don't have any targets to hit yourself. There's no flushing away of your units, so you can get 2,000 units on your left, and they'll stay there until you get the units on the other side to make the cycles happen. It doesn't matter which level you are, it doesn't matter which level the people are below you. If the units happen, you get them. End of story. This is not like MLM. There's no trip steps, there's no trapdoors, there's no reasons for the company to try and steal away your units from you. If you create those units, or if they are created in your team, they stay there. Should it be from overspill, from other people, and you get the units to infinity as well. And the exciting thing about that is that this compensation plan, and the way this compensation plan has been mathematically structured, is that you can earn up to 1 million euros per week in the dual system by simply building a left team and building a right team. That's how lucrative this business can be. So let me give you an earnings example. I'll give you the earnings examples based on a VIP member. 20% commission, as I said, and you get 80 euros per cycle. So let's imagine you start with Karatbars today. You like the idea of the product. You go out there. You're not a great salesperson. You've bought your VIP package, and you only manage to sell 1 VIP package per week. So you can start showing a few people every day the presentations. We do these presentations every day for you. If you sell 1 VIP package per week, that will earn you $18,000 in the next 12 months. That's 1 VIP package per week. You will also get 5,200 units because you've got 100 units for every VIP package that you sold. Let's imagine you're a bit better. You go out there, you work really hard, you sell 5 VIP packages in a week. That would earn you $93,000 in a year. One person in my team last year did one meeting, invited people around that he knew. He sold 11 VIP packages at one presentation he did in his home in one day. 11 in one day. So don't be thinking that these figures are in any way out of the way or unattainable by anyone. The units, if you sell 5 VIPs every week, that would give you 26,000 units. So let's look at the bottom. 75 units is 1 cycle, and 1 cycle is 80 euros. So if you had 1 cycle per week, that would earn you an extra 4,472. If you got up to 5 cycles per week, that would earn you $22,000. And remember, you have no personal targets to hit. You don't have to sell anything yourself. If you get somebody really good working in your left team, somebody really good working in your right team, those units will keep happening. Whether you're working or not, you can go fishing for 6 months. Those units will still keep coming in, and you will still keep getting paid. The comp plan, as I said, allows the possibility to earn up to 1 million euros per week. And you can read about this in the download section. You can see the compensation plan in detail once you've finished watching the presentation. You're paid weekly, which is important, paid every single Friday. So the work you do this week, it's Tuesday today. All the work we do now up until Friday night will be paid for that next Friday onto our MasterCard. And the MasterCard's a wonderful thing to have. It's wonderful whenever I go to the shop, I pay for things with it. I've paid in a restaurant one night and somebody asked me about the card. We got into a conversation about Karatbars, and they're now in the company. So fantastic piece of kit. If you don't want to use the MasterCard, there's also an option of an e-wallet. You can get the money paid in there and transfer it directly to your bank if you prefer that. Now, there's lots of success stories around the world. It's important to show you that people are doing well. This is not some pre-launch company. Last year, the company gave away 10 Jeep Compass cars. You can see the picture top left there. Top right, we have the cruise, which loads of people won the incentive to grow in the cruise. Last November, we had the Karatbars Freedom Celebration in the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas. This year, you can see in the bottom there, you can see Hollywood. Well, it's in Los Angeles. We only got the details yesterday. I've just stuck this picture into the slide today, into the presentation today. So it's going to be in November. You can actually win up to 3,500 euros spending money. You can win the tickets. And again, these are fantastic incentives. You can win watches, hats, baseball baseball hats and t-shirts and loads of things. So some people are motivated more by prizes than they are by money. I'm one of those people. I love the recognition of getting prizes and things like that. So if you're that type of person, there's always incentives and things to aim for as well within the company. As I said, my own personal success for 2 years. I was in Greece a few weeks ago on holidays. I'm going to Switzerland next week on holidays. And that's because Karatbars gives me and my team time. It gives me the time. I don't have to be in an office at 9 o'clock in the morning. I can take the sunny days off and work on the rainy days. Karatbars is a fantastic company because it gives you time, and it gives me time to spend with my daughter and my other daughter that's coming. I have my office at home. So if you want that independence and freedom, Karatbars can actually offer you that. Now, who's your market? If you decide you want to get started with Karatbars today, well, it's anyone over the age of 18 in over 120 countries around the world who has cash and paper money. Anyone who buys birthday, Christmas, or celebration gifts, so anybody who celebrates birthdays, businesses who would like a unique business card, organizations looking to raise money, people who like to save, anyone without a pension plan, as I was before I came into the business, second income seekers, and anyone who wants to run their own business. So basically, anyone over the age of 18 can and should be shown this presentation. Anybody in your phone who's over the age of 18 will probably fall into one of those categories. So your market is really anybody. Now, what I would recommend, and this is only from a personal point of view, but I would recommend that you become a professional inviter. We do these presentations twice a day. If you go to your friend and you start talking about gold, they will make all the wrong assumptions. They'll think it's about speculating. They'll say the price of gold's going down. So the best thing you can do, as the picture shows on the left, is just keep quiet. Just ask people, are they free for 45 minutes and would they be interested in taking a look at a presentation? We do have these presentations twice a day, every day, at 12 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern. I record this one and it's live on the internet 24/7 at thismightbeofinterest.com. And do remember that no one gives out any links or anything like that in these presentations. The idea is that they watch the presentation, and if the prospect does have questions, they can get back to your team leader who will quite happily answer questions for you. Another great thing as well, and I like to put this in, is you should relax. Relax with Karatbars. There's lots of companies out there and MLMs and things like that, but you can't relax. Karatbars has a 5-year solid trading history. Karatbars deliver everything on time. They deliver the products on time. They deliver your commissions on time every Friday. The products themselves are fantastic. I have never had a single customer or business partner say to me they didn't like the products that were actually delivered. So you will have happy customers if you decide to run this business, happy customers. You will also have happy business partners. Your business partners will not be paying out monthly or yearly fees. They won't be losing anything. They buy their marketing package, they're happy with that, and they can then build their business as and when they like. So it's completely stress-free. You have 24/7 global support from your leadership team in the USA and in Germany and all around the world. Everybody's always happy to help people in their group. You're paid every single Friday, as I said, so you don't need to worry about that. Karatbars have never, ever paid us late once. And I've been with the company 2 years. In fact, one Friday they couldn't pay us and they paid us on a Thursday instead. And most importantly, it's a business you can be proud of. If you don't feel you can be proud of selling coffee or cleaning products or scratch cards or something like that, if you want a business you can be proud of, you can carry some Karatbars in your wallet. You can say you're helping people save, you're helping people get financial freedom, and you can take your product out of your pocket and let someone see it in their hand. If you say to people you sell gold, they will be interested. I can guarantee you that. So how do you get started? Very quickly now, this is how you get started in the business, and it doesn't take long at all. You just need to get back to the person who sent you to this presentation. As I said, they may have given you a leaflet or a card. Get their number. If it was a link you saw on Facebook or something, go and find that link and contact that person. You need their referral link or their sponsor name to register. There's no logical reason not to register. There's no cost involved in this, and it's completely free information. All the downloads are there in the back office. You can read the marketing plan. You can find out everything you need to know. If you want to get started in the dual team system, you can choose a marketing package, and that's either bronze, silver, gold, or VIP. So it's a simple choice, bronze, silver, gold, or VIP. And you can pay for that with your credit card, debit card, or whatever. If you are going to choose the gold or the VIP package, I would recommend that you turn over your credit or debit card. There's a number in the back. Just ring up the company and say you're going to make an overseas payment, because sometimes they do block them. Once you've done that, you just then need to upload your KYC documents. If you've never heard of KYC, it means know your customer. It means that Karatbars are ensuring that the gold is going out to the right people. It means they're conforming with anti-money laundering regulations. And all you need to do to prove who you are is upload your passport or driving license or citizen card, something with your date of birth on it and something with your picture, and then upload a utility bill. That could be a bank statement, water bill, official document. But again, make sure the details on the passport and the utility bill match the details on your profile. As an example, if your name's Joseph, don't be writing your name as Joe in your profile because your KYC won't match up. So make sure everything in your profile matches the documents. And then that's you done. You've got nothing else to pay to Karatbars, no fees or anything like that to pay, nothing more to pay. All you have to do now is become a professional inviter. And every day, 12 p.m. and 9 p.m., people like myself do a presentation like this that hopefully will answer all the questions for your prospect. And it's optional with Karatbars, but you should buy some products. Set up a weekly or monthly gold purchase just to give yourself your own pension plan. It's completely optional, but again, if you're selling ice cream, it's good to try the product, isn't it? I always recommend that you buy a 1 gram, a 2.5 gram, a 5 gram, and maybe a Karatbars coin, and maybe a birthday card or a Christmas card or something like that, just so that you have some product to actually show potential customers. Well, that's it, guys. Last thing I'd say is enjoy it. This is a fantastic company. I've been a sales trainer in direct sales companies around Europe for 20 years. I got involved with Karatbars 2 years ago. I wish it had been 5 years ago. It's a fantastic family. It is a very family atmosphere. You're in great company with a great company that's growing. We're opening offices in Dubai, working with MotoGP, working with global sports brands. So it's a business you can be proud of, as you said. It's a business you can build in your own time. And you know you have the support of the product in the back office from the team in Germany as well. So thanks very much for listening, guys. A couple of minutes over, but that's me. That's an Irishman like talking. So thanks very much for listening, and I will see you again on the next presentation. The next one I'm on is 12 p.m., and that's the first and third Thursday of every month. So thanks very much for listening, guys, and I'll speak to you all very soon.